guys, my name is Claudia Deen and I'm married to Bobby Deen. I'm a certified health coach and I'm very excited because today I'm gonna be cooking lunch for my dear mother-in-law, Paula Deen. This meal is gonna be completely vegan, so I wanna tell you a little bit about the ingredients that I'm gonna be using. So I bought some maca powder, which is a root that has a little bit of a sweet flavor and it's delicious for desserts. And it's great for women because it helps you to balance your hormones. I also got coconut sugar that I'm gonna be using instead of white sugar. And coconut sugar is great because it's very natural and it has a very low glycemic index. So for those who have any sugar problems or diabetes, this is a great alternative and it's completely natural. I also got some cacao powder. So instead of using the traditional cocoa, I'm using cacao because it's more natural, it's raw, and it's basically straight from the bean. Like they just crush the beans and then you have your cacao powder. So I also got coconut oil, and coconut oil is one of the oils that have the highest smoking point, so it's great for cooking at high temperatures. When you use like olive oil, you can burn it. And the one that I got is butter flavor. So these are basically just alternatives, like very healthy alternatives to your traditional ingredients. So let's head to Paula's house and let's make it happen. Fingers crossed.
Stay tuned for more Positively Paula.
So Cloud is going to teach me and you today some really healthy options for like our salad. Is that right, baby?
We'll find out.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Okay, so I thought because here in the South, everyone's
Has anybody ever told you have a Southern accent?
Well, I'm more Southern than y'all.
Yes, you are.
So we're gonna make vegetable quinoa.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna make a salad, and we're gonna make some energy raw protein truffles. Let's call them truffles.
Now, you and Bobby cook a lot of quinoa, don't you?
Yes. Okay, so quinoa
Don't waste that top, man.
I know, I'm gonna leave this just for you.
All you want in the trash is this.
And this, right? But you
And
can plant that
yes.
if you want. But anyhow, and that's what I picked. I thought quinoa would be a good idea for you to make today because quinoa.
You know, it's something I never cook.
Yeah, and quinoa is great because it's one of the very little plant foods that have all the amino acids, which makes it a full protein. You don't need the chicken or the meat or the shrimps or anything because it's a full source of protein.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we make it.
So it's just like eating meat.
Yeah, I mean, nutritional wise, kind of.
Yeah. You decided just as a personal choice.
Yes. It's just and you know what? I find it really easy. Like people.
Really?
Yeah, people like you will think like, oh, when you go to a restaurant, whatever. But I find it really easy. Like you can make anything vegetarian. Like I've come here and I've eaten and you haven't noticed. So what I'm making here, just to get an idea, I just made this for Bobby like 2 days ago.
You're not turning him into a vegetarian, are you?
No, he'll eat whatever he wants.
No, he loves his goulash too much.
I know he does. So I think I usually just work with whatever I find around my kitchen, and I don't measure. I just like get creative and just throw the stuff. And these were the vegetables I had in my house, and I thought I could recreate this for you because it turned out so good. So quinoa is one of those things that I feel it doesn't taste like anything, like rice.
Right.
Like it doesn't have a strong flavor.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want with it. You can make it sweet, you can make it savory, you can make like a salad, you can make it cold, you can make it hot. So it's very, very versatile. And this turned out really good. So I thought it would be a good idea to make.
Plus, it's very easy to cook, isn't it?
Super easy. That I already have it on the stove. So what I do is you can do it with some sort of broth. I just did it plain with water and I put a little bit of coconut oil just so it won't stick to the pan.
All right, now how much did you put in that pot? Maybe a cup of quinoa?
Yeah, 2 cups of water. So it's the same as
it's rice. What is this?
That's coconut oil. So the whole thing is that there's this coconut oil.
And I
that
kept mine in the refrigerator.
Well, oh no, you don't have to.
You don't?
It's like oil. Do you keep oil in the refrigerator? Well, so this one that we just found is butter flavored coconut oil. So what they do is that
where is it?
Right here.
Oh.
So just, you don't have to, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really taste like oil. Smell it.
I taste the butter.
Yeah, you do, right? So what it is...
Yeah, it's kind of like that popcorn.
It's
that
like popcorn,
butter,
yeah.
That butter that you get at the movies.
Yeah.
But I do want to show you this little trick that your husband taught me, Bobby. All right, these tomatoes right here. He said, Mama, don't stand up there and cut each little tomato. So you put your tomatoes in your lid with the deepest part up. See, your deep part. And then you set it again with your deep part up.
You grab a hammer?
No, I don't get a hammer.
Oh, wow.
And you just slice through like that.
It's like magic.
I know, and you've got every one of your tomatoes sliced at one time, my precious.
Well, it's funny because Bobby never does this at home. Maybe he was
does.
Amy?
No, it was Bobby. It was Bobby.
I've never ever seen him doing this.
Yes.
Oh, this is like
So much,
magic.
I know, so much quicker, isn't it?
I mean, it's literally like
You
magic.
dropped a piece. I'll take it. Look, I'm eating my
We'll use them.
vegetables.
I thought you were gonna like...
I know, I wasn't gonna give you crushed tomatoes.
So what I'm gonna do is like, I'm just gonna saute these veggies with more coconut oil. But it's just gonna
You're gonna saute the veggies? Okay.
But I'm just gonna do it like very low heat.
Okay.
Because I don't want them to burn while
Yeah.
the quinoa is finishing cooking.
Yeah.
So
How long do you cook your quinoa for?
I just put it for 20 minutes and I'm like, okay, it's not
Okay.
ready. So usually whatever the package says.
Just go by the instructions on the package.
Yeah, exactly. So we have asparagus, green bell peppers, cherry tomatoes, carrots, green onion, parsley, and the garlic that's already looking pretty here.
I'll bring the pot to you. How about
I
that?
have a sous chef. Her name is
Yes.
Paula Deen. Not a lot of
Yes.
people can say that, right? Paula
I'm
Deen is
your
their sous chef. I feel very honored to be
Well,
cooking in this
thank you,
kitchen.
baby.
It's true.
I feel very honored
Let's just put that.
that my daughter-in-law loves me enough to come cook with me.
Is it weird that somebody's in your kitchen using your stuff, cooking for you?
No,
Right? Wouldn't that be weird?
no.
Like,
no,
does it
I
make
love
you
it.
wanna like,
Well,
I
have
wanna
to-
cook that, or I wanna do that?
Well, like I interfered with your tomatoes, and I interfered with your bell pepper.
What's next?
I don't know. Give us time.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this. And this is gonna be, these are very simple salad
You
that
just
actually...
got spinach leaves.
That's spinach, yeah. The original recipe calls for like goat cheese, but we're not gonna use cheese because it's gonna be all vegan. So,
Good.
I'm gonna
This
make...
is vegan?
Oh yeah, oh, you're gonna like it. We shouldn't have told you that until the end.
Oh, I don't care.
But I'm gonna put dates, and my mom doesn't put dates, but basically we're just gonna do the candied walnuts. And
Candied?
Candied.
Those don't taste candied to me.
But they will be.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
they-
gonna candy them?
Yes, we are. So what I'm gonna do is that this time I'm gonna use the same coconut oil. So instead of using butter, this is a good alternative. So I'm just gonna put
Yeah.
some. That was a Paula Deen tablespoon. Just a little bit
That
of
was
oil.
like a heaping tablespoon.
Doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna put it there, and then these a lot. We're probably not gonna use all of this here. but
Because
there's-
I've been eating them.
No, you can eat all you want. But they're so good that you can just keep them in the fridge. So I'm just gonna put it there, and then I'm just gonna put sugar.
What kind of sugar is that?
That's coconut sugar. It's like the same
Does
ratio.
it measure? Okay, it measures
Yeah.
the same.
So if you're baking, you know, like 1 cup
Let
is
me
1
have
cup.
one more taste.
It's about 1/3 of a cup.
That is delicious.
It is really good. So when you candy the walnuts, you want it to be at a low heat, you know?
Yes, because they will burn.
Oh, they will totally burn.
I think your veggies need a little bit more coconut oil.
I think they're fine.
You think? Okay.
I'm just gonna put the rest of the veggies.
Okay.
So, oh, this is so heavy.
That's a heavy board for a little girl.
I don't know if this was a good idea. There we go.
You know, it's so hard to go into somebody's
But in Hell's Kitchen, yeah. And I just,
and cook. It's very, very hard, y'all, to...
no kidding, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but you're doing great.
Am I?
Yes.
I'm gonna put some salt and pepper here. That's the only
Okay.
thing I'm gonna put in the veggies.
Okay.
But basically what we're gonna do is just pour the quinoa in there, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So, and then we're gonna mix it, and that's it.
So
in the
Cloud's
meantime-
putting a little bit more coconut oil, y'all, in the nuts.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that you kind of have to eyeball it. You know, you put a little bit, and then if it's not
Right.
melting, you put a little bit more.
Right.
So, but in
Right.
the meantime, we're gonna start working on the dessert. So basically what I do, I just do like a little crack,
And take
and I
the
open
pit
it,
out.
and take the, like, it comes out really easy. So it's not, I mean, it's not a big deal, you know? So I'm just gonna process this, and you can use a blender.
So you'd
at
already
home.
taken the pits out of those.
Out of those, yeah. But you can just use a
Yeah,
blender if
and
you don't have a food
can just
processor.
almost split them apart with your fingers.
Oh, totally,
y'all.
you can, yeah. So,
Pull that pit out. What are you doing with the dates?
so I'm just gonna make basically a date paste. And how you make
Is
date
this
paste?
gonna be dessert?
It's magic, see? It's a date
Yes.
paste. So all you do is just blend the dates, and there you have.
So that's our dessert.
Yeah, dessert is served. There you go.
Thank
You will love it. That's like
Thank
10
you.
dates right there. Just kidding.
Thank you, Cloud,
Well,
for my dessert.
okay, that's not dessert. All you have to do is with your beautiful hands, you're just gonna mix all these things. So this is what we have. We have natural peanut butter.
Okay.
And you wanna make sure when you get it at home that you get the natural kind, and the natural kind, the ingredients should only be peanuts and maybe sea salt. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no sugar, there's no additives, there's no nothing. It's just basically crushed peanuts. And if you cannot find it, you can just get raw peanuts or roasted peanuts and just put them in a blender and a food
Grind them
processor.
until they become peanut butter.
That's it. And what I find amazing about this dessert is that you're gonna have a combination of sweet,
Okay.
bitter, and salty.
Okay,
So
now
it's
put
gonna
it
be
all.
like an explosion of flavors
It
in your mouth.
sounds perfectly yummy.
Okay, good. So you're just gonna mix this, and you're probably gonna need your hands.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I'm just gonna throw the quinoa, which is ready, with the veggies. Okay, so we're just gonna mix the quinoa with all the veggies, and that's it. There we go.
And my son has to eat this stuff every night, this kind of stuff.
He loves it. You should see him.
My son loves
He
this
asks
stuff.
me. He asked me
No.
to make it for him. Yeah.
Does he ask you to make this dessert?
I think Bobby eats healthier than me. You're gonna love that.
I am.
Yeah, you're gonna regret everything you're saying right now.
I'm not saying anything. Now you're reading into words.
I'm gonna finish this up, and I'm
Okay.
just gonna do a very simple vinaigrette.
Okay.
And I'm gonna combine olive oil, apple cider vinegar. And then I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And the secret ingredient, more sugar.
Oh, good.
So I just put a little bit of sugar.
Uh-huh.
So let's taste this.
Okay.
How do you taste
I
it?
want to. I have to do it with a spoon.
Does it need more apple cider vinegar?
No. Might need a little bit more of that coconut sugar.
So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish cutting these little dates, but these ones,
Okay.
we're gonna chop them in smaller pieces
Okay.
so that they can be like a surprise
Okay.
in the salad. Ooh,
That'll
I'm
be
getting so
good.
hungry.
I'm hungry too. All right, you want me to start rolling these in balls?
Yes, so usually what I do,
Show me how big.
please taste that.
Okay.
Taste it. Tell me it's not delicious. Paula, tell me it's delicious.
It's delicious.
Come on!
It's delicious.
You don't like it? No, you have to like it.
Delicious, I said.
So to me, the secret ingredient for a good quinoa, no matter what you put, is the juice of half a lemon. It
Oh,
brings
okay.
the flavor to a whole different level. It's so good. So I always do that.
Cloudy, it really does look delicious.
Doesn't it? I think you're gonna love it.
Oh, the salad. I love the dates. I tasted your candied walnuts. They're incredible.
Let's see.
The salad is so good because you put that sugar in it.
And I think the apple cider vinegar gives it like a really strong acidic flavor.
A little twang.
So it's a good like contrast.
But the dates,
And the candied walnuts are amazing too.
the candied walnuts are incredible.
Let's start the quinoa now. I want to see if you like it.
Okay. It looks like it needs some butter.
Get some veggies in there.
Okay.
Okay. No.
It's delicious.
You feeling its butter?
Well, yeah.
Now you don't have asked that. The answer is always gonna be yes.
Not really though, because I'm getting the fat from the coconut oil.
Yeah. And also, do you get the lemon? It's so good, right? So this, like I said, like this is a complete meal because you have your protein in the quinoa and it also has carbs. You have all your vegetables clearly, and you also have healthy fats from the coconut oil and from the walnuts. So it's a complete meal.
But it would also be good with like pork tenderloin sliced in it or chicken. You know,
You can put it whatever
for
you want.
meat lovers.
You can put it. You can serve it as a side dish, but it can be the star of the plate.
It really is good, y'all.
Yay! I passed the test.
Yep.
Now let's move to this. I know they look interesting, but they're delicious. They're great. This is great also like before a workout. So let me tell you a little bit. So the peanut butter has tons
Before
of
our
protein.
workout.
A workout, yeah. You work out, right?
Our workout. What are you saying?
Before a workout.
You and me?
Yeah, no, before a workout.
Oh, before a workout. Okay.
It'll give you energy. And usually what I like doing is like rolling them in cacao powder or in hemp seeds. Hemp seeds has a lot of...
sesame seeds.
Or sesame seeds, whatever seed, just for presentation. But the taste is just delicious, so I want you to try them.
This salad is incredible.
It's good.
Well, listen. Do you have any more of these wonderful candied walnuts left? Well, why don't you pour them on this little plate right here, sister?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that those peanut butter balls are not my absolute favorite dessert. But if I stick some of these candied walnuts on them.
Now there will be your favorite dessert. And they're still warm and delicious.
Oh, yum, Cloud. Yum. Doesn't that make all the difference in the world?
They're really good. What's wrong with peanut butter, dates, and candied walnuts?
That is delicious.
It is really good. You can roll them in there. That's what you can do. Just roll them in whatever you want. So you have your whole meal. All vegan, healthy, vegetarian.
You know, I'm just a nut lover.
Thank you so much for having me in your kitchen. You were a wonderful sous chef. Now I can tell everyone that Paula Deen was my sous chef for a meal.
This was so good, Cloud.
I'm glad you liked it.
I mean, it's delicious. And the nuts are really, oh, thank you. The nuts are really the trick.
For them.
Because it just takes that sweet. Without a doubt, you know that's dessert.
Dessert, yeah.
And the quinoa, but the salad is insane.
You're right.
It makes me feel so good to know that my son is living with such a wonderful, clean, cooking woman.
Yeah, well, he cooks more clean than I do.
Well, I thank you so much for taking the time to come over and spend the morning with me. Delicious, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
So maybe it's not too late for me to change my evil ways. Thank you so much, Donna, and I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for having me.
Next week, you know, I'm sending you love and best dishes, and look forward to seeing y'all next time. I hope y'all have a daughter-in-law as sweet as mine.
Made in Georgia.